Hey y'all, welcome back. Over the last few weeks, I've been thinking a lot about permission. And it all goes back to the conversation I had with my bestie when she shared with me that she was embracing the idea of allowing her hair to go gray. And sis, if you're watching this, you're probably thinking, how did I get in it? How did I get in this? And why am I still in this? You're my magic charm. Anyway, I digress. So instead of her getting excited about this new journey that she was on, she felt like she had to hide this because she didn't feel like it was going to be warmly accepted by the people closest to her. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought, it's not about gray hair, not really. It's about permission. And then my brain hit me with another question. What happens after a woman realizes she no longer needs permission? Loaded question. I'm gonna dig into it as soon as I'm gonna dig into this. I just want to put a pin in this, and then we're gonna circle back to it, because now I want to give a shout out to my day ones who have been supporting me since day one. I love y'all. Thank you so much for supporting me. It really means a lot. And I also want to warmly welcome in those of you who have just found my channel for the first time. So happy to have you here. Thank you. I hope you stick around. Just to kind of give you an idea of what we talk about here. Basically, we explore and unpack midlife issues that are sometimes a bit, shall I say, controversial to talk about, or things that aren't so easy to talk about. And if I may ask, please take the time to like, comment, or subscribe. And as always, please feel free to share this with a sister friend, because we all know that caring is sharing. Oh, I was pitchy. Anyway, diving back in, I posted the question, what happens after a woman realizes she no longer needs permission? Permission to do things like, I don't know, when she walked through the door after work, she don't have to cook for everybody in the house. Permission to just take a shower as soon as she walks through the door. Permission to just be you, right? Let's talk about where we learned permission in the first place. Where did we even learn that we needed permission to be ourselves? Or shall I say we needed permission? And I don't think that any woman wakes up one morning and believes that she needs someone else's approval. No. I don't think it happens just quite like that. I think over time it's learned. It's learned quietly, slowly, repeatedly. We learn things like how to be agreeable, how to keep the peace, how to put everybody else's needs ahead of yours. We learn that being needed is the same thing as being valued. Ooh, we might have to circle back to that one. That might be a whole separate video right there. And I'm speaking as myself as a Black woman. Many of us learn additional lessons like professionalism. We learned that when we show up in professional spaces, We have to look the part, act the part, meaning we have to code switch. We have to make sure our hair is well coiffed. Can't be just our hair growing out in the natural way that it grows out of our heads. No, we have to tame the beast on our heads. We learned that we have to dim our lights so that we can let other people shine. I mean, the list just goes on and on. I want to shift on, I want to talk about the cost. And here's the thing. The difficult thing about conditioning is that eventually it becomes a part of how you operate your operating system. We don't recognize it as conditioning. We recognize it as, well, this is who I've always been. It becomes like part of our personality. We begin calling it responsibility. And then one day we look in the mirror. I'm looking in the mirror right now. And we realize we don't even know what we want anymore. Yo, when was the last time you made a decision that was all about you and it just brought you so much joy? You remember that? So I want to shift gears a little bit here, and I want to talk about what happens when we start to approach midlife, emotionally, physiologically. It can start to feel a little strange. It's an understatement. Let me rephrase that. As we approach midlife, we notice that we start to view things differently. We start to have different perspectives. And I think that's because it's not just that our hormones are changing, our priorities are changing. And so we start to look at things through a different lens, that aperture starts to open up a little bit more. And we see things very differently. And sometimes that can feel a little uncomfortable. And because of the fact that we're starting to see things a little bit differently, we're starting to have questions about things that we never really thought to ask before. Questions like, who is this woman that I'm looking at in the mirror now? Who is she? When did she get here? Things like, what do I really want? What's not working for me anymore? Or what have I outgrown? Not just physically. There's that too. Then I realized something else. Y'all ready for this? Maybe the permission was never mine to ask for in the first place. Maybe it was all mine to reclaim in the first place. And then, of course, that led me to another question. If I no longer needed permission, how would I live? Ooh. We get into some good stuff here, y'all. What are some things that I would do if I didn't feel like I needed to please, be the people pleaser, making sure everybody else had what they needed? If I had the permission, if I had the freedom, there's the word, if I had the freedom to do what I wanted to do, what are some things that I would do? Well, actually, let me ask you, what are some things that you would do? Would you take that trip that you've always been wanting to take? Would you do something as dramatic and sell your house? Would you stop dyeing your hair? Would you stop second guessing everything that you say for fear of how it's going to sound before it comes out of your mouth? Would you just rest because you feel like it? Would you stop shrinking to make other people feel good about themselves? So here's the thing. Maybe freedom doesn't arrive all at once. Just maybe freedom arrives one decision at a time. So, y'all, as I've said before, I don't have all the answers, and I don't pretend to have all the answers. I don't even pretend to have most of them. As y'all know, I'm still becoming. But here's what I do know. Every time I choose moi, I choose myself, not over other people, but alongside others. I feel a little bit more at home in my own life. All right, y'all. So in closing, I got some power work for you to do. Here's what I would love for you to do. I would love for you to spend a few quiet moments with these questions. Which beliefs still serve me? Number one. Number two, which ones am I ready to release? That no longer serve me. And if I no longer needed permission, what would I choose? All right, y'all. That's it for today. I want you to continue leaning into the woman that you are becoming. And remember, maybe the woman you are becoming isn't someone new.